Ever wondered how an INFP reacts when they are angry? Let's delve into the world of INFPs, one of the 16 Myers-Briggs type indicator personality types. They are often described as introverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving individuals. INFPs are dreamers, idealists who strive for harmony in their surroundings. They are deeply compassionate and empathetic, often putting the needs and feelings of others before their own. But what happens when these peace-loving individuals get angry? It may be hard to imagine, given their usual calm and collected demeanor. However, like any other personality type, INFPs too have a breaking point. You see, they are not immune to anger, but it is indeed a rare occurrence. INFPs are driven by their deeply held values and principles. They are fiercely protective of these beliefs and will stand their ground when they feel threatened. A violation of these values, whether it's a breach of trust, dishonesty, or insensitivity towards others, can trigger their anger. Moreover, INFPs are often misunderstood due to their introverted nature and their tendency to keep their feelings to themselves. They tend to internalize their emotions, which makes them susceptible to feelings of frustration and anger when they feel misunderstood or unappreciated. They also struggle when their efforts and hard work go unnoticed, as they pour their heart and soul into everything they do. However, it's important to note that INFPs don't easily give in to their anger. They would much rather resolve conflicts in a peaceful manner, striving for mutual understanding and respect. But when their anger does surface, it's a sign that something is deeply wrong. It's a red flag, a signal that their values have been violated, or they feel a deep sense of misunderstanding or underappreciation. So when an INFP gets angry, it's a sign that something is deeply wrong, but how do they express this anger? So what happens when an INFP gets angry? It's not a usual sight, but it's definitely a sight to behold. INFPs, the introverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving personalities, are known for being reserved and calm. They are the peaceful mediators, the idealistic dreamers, the soft-spoken poets. But even these gentle souls aren't immune to anger. It's a universal emotion after all. But how it's expressed, that's where the real difference lies. When an INFP gets angry, it's like a dormant volcano suddenly coming to life. It's unexpected, intense, and can be quite startling. They usually keep their anger to themselves, preferring to stew in their emotions rather than let them out. You see, for an INFP, harmony is important, and they'd rather swallow their anger than disrupt the peace. However, there are times when the anger just becomes too much to bear. That's when you see a different side of an INFP. They may resort to passive-aggressive behaviors, such as giving the silent treatment or using cutting sarcasm. It's their way of expressing their anger without direct confrontation. Then there are instances when the anger bursts forth like a dam breaking in emotional outbursts. It might be a sudden flare of temper, a bout of crying, or an impassioned rant. These outbursts are often short-lived but can leave a lasting impression on those who witness them. But there's another, rather unique way that INFPs use their anger. They channel it into their passions. They transform this negative emotion into something creative, something meaningful. They might write a powerful poem, compose an emotional piece of music, or paint a stirring picture. It's their way of dealing with their anger, of turning the destructive into the constructive. So, we've seen that an angry INFP can be a storm of emotions. But what causes this storm to stir? It's not every day you see an INFP angry, so what exactly triggers this rare outburst? You might wonder. Well, let's dive into what makes an INFP, or the introverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving personality type, feel the heat of anger. First off, INFPs are highly principled individuals, and they hold their personal values close to their heart. So when these values are violated or disrespected, an INFP is likely to feel a surge of anger. This could be something like a breach of trust, a betrayal, or simply a disregard for the things they hold dear. Secondly, INFPs crave understanding. They yearn to be seen, heard, and valued for who they truly are. So, when they feel dismissed or unheard, it can stir up a sense of frustration and anger in them. They're not asking for agreement, just acknowledgement and respect for their feelings and ideas. Another potential trigger for an INFP's anger is being forced to conform to societal norms or expectations that don't align with their authentic self. They value their individuality and freedom to express themselves, and any attempt to box them in or stifle their creativity can bring out their fiery side. Furthermore, INFPs are champions of justice and fairness. They have a deep-seated desire for a world that is just and fair. So when they witness acts of injustice, inequality, or cruelty, it can provoke a strong emotional response, including anger. They're not afraid to stand up for what's right, and they will passionately fight against any form of oppression. Lastly, INFPs value authenticity above all else. Dishonesty, deceit, or pretense can make an INFP extremely angry. They have a keen sense for when someone is being insincere, and nothing irks them more than a lack of transparency. An INFP's anger, just like their personality, is complex and nuanced. It's a reflection of their deep-seated values and ideals. So the next time you witness an INFP in a fit of anger, remember, it's not just about what's happening on the surface. There's a whole lot more going on beneath. So we've taken a journey into the heart of an angry INFP. Let's revisit the key points. INFPs, often seen as calm and peaceful souls, are not immune to the sharp sting of anger. Their reactions are often triggered when they feel misunderstood or when their deeply held values are threatened. This anger manifests differently for each INFP. Some might display passive aggressiveness, while others might have emotional outbursts. However, the unique characteristic of INFPs is their ability to channel anger into creative outlets. Whether it's through writing, painting, or composing music, they're able to turn their negative emotions into something beautiful and expressive. So, what's the takeaway from all this? It's simple. An angry INFP is more than just a heated moment or an emotional outburst. It's a profound message, a testament to their values and passions. Remember, understanding an INFP's anger is a window into their soul, their values, and their passions. So next time you see an INFP angry, know that it's not just an outburst. It's a message.